mana, right? 5, 6 mana showing.
I'm showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Plus the swamp.
5, 6 mana. Yeah, or yes, on Michael's side. So 1,
We know
2,
one of those cards
3,
is an Avenging Hunter, though, right?
6, 7. Yeah, it's a mana. Yeah, it's just Avenging Hunter.
This is not. I don't think it's good enough here.
Not
your
with
last land.
Not with the Chrysalis being
No.
on the table now. No, I would agree with you.
Because the Chrysalis is bigger, so by forcing the block last time, now you don't even have to threaten to group block.
He still has a second Avenging Hunter, which is pretty big too.
Oh, his 2 Avenging Hunters.
Yeah, there's 2 Avenging Hunters in the hand.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
so
he flashed him his
back.
he flashed him his hand of double initiative creature plus the the paladin.
So even if he gives up initiative here, he's gonna get it back.
Yeah, that's what.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think he's like kind of okay with this.
And now
I don't love that you've introduced it necessarily
Right.
to the game. It does make things a little bit trickier.
And now we do have no lands in the deck, so Spy is super live.
Are we only on 4?
I think we're on 5, but he just used that swamp to cast the initiative, doesn't he?
Oh, we're on 5. Yes.
The initiative gets you another land, right?
The initiative does get you another land.
So
we're just Hydraing for
It
plus
Hydra, okay.
a bajillion.
Oh, he puts it on the Jewel Thief just to make sure you have blockers and attackers.
And because it makes sure you get the initiative here.
Nuts.
And it has, oh God, it has vigilance too. That's so good.
Can't get it back now.
Well, you can just play your other one.
Right. Can't attack. I guess you're right. Can't attack for it back. I think there might be another Hydra in his hand, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't quite tell. He might also have an Avenging Hunter in his hand. I can't also see.
It looks like Forest and Hydra to me, but angle is like just teasingly close enough where like you can almost see it. Like that poker flip, like let me just look in the glare, but I'm fine.
With a hammer and my axe and my shield.
We thought this was gonna play out, by the way, because we're looking like this is a real close matchup that did not involve Michael just comboing off.
Agreed. We've made fools of ourselves.
So initiative is back to Jonathan now.
Okay.
So you're gonna get that land.
Wouldn't be the first time I've made a fool of myself on for people to hear.
You could hear it once a week on the
exactly. Come listen to my podcast about talk about Pauper. I usually make a fool of myself at least once an episode.
Funny, I was telling Cameron, you're the one I agree with the most. He's like, really? I always disagree with James. I'm like, yeah, you're always wrong, Cameron. You're catching up to what I'm saying now. All right, plays the 5th land.
All right, so there's another Avenging Hunter. Should be down coming.
I think I see another Paladin in hand.
Is there another Paladin?
I think that's what he just drew for turn.
No, it's the Avenging Hunter.
No, I think what he just
drew for turn.
This is the one he had.
Yeah, we can say
going for the scry, not the counters.
I mean, that makes reasonable. You just have to find. You have to find a spy.
Turn also, but there is another Hydra in hand.
No, I don't think so. You're sure gonna have to like nuke your entire table to not be dead.
Yeah, that's 8 mana here. I think it's
9, 10, 11, 12.
But on the Chrysalis, this game's
that's plus 12 or plus
Man,
9.
So it was another Hydra.
Or plus 10. Plus 10.
2 Hydras in hand.
8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 damage coming across. And we have 8. Yeah, not enough.
Even close.
Not even enough. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna call it.
Man, this is like how you want the matchup to play out as a Gruul Monsters player. This is not normal, I wouldn't say.
I do not think that this is normal. I would agree.
I think you just have to run over your opponent. I think he saw the window, did it both times. Even game 1, where like it kind of dirtled on longer than I thought it should have for him, and he still got there. And then game 2 on the draw, both games.
Yeah, this did not play out like how we thought it would. We just assumed that like on turn 4, Michael's just gonna combo off and win the game.
Because Monsters kills you quickly if it can, but sometimes it's just you just have one key block on a Chrysalis, and there's very little interaction.
Yep.
Jonathan did not interact with a single thing Michael was doing other than taking the initiative by attacking him, but really,
hey, that's all I needed.
Really impressive. And there's a mulligan to 6 game 2, I believe, but he just did the monster thing.
So he did board in all the paladins, like we said. I think that's it.
Yeah, but what are you cutting for that?
I am curious.
Because I don't even mind bringing in Paladin, but I would bring them in over the Avenging Hunters if you want to. Because I'm bringing them for sure.
Yeah, I think I like Fiend and the Paladins.
There's so few matchups I don't want Fiend in again when I'm playing Spy post board.
Yeah, because you just want every piece of way to stop them from stopping
you want to grab something, or you want to you want to ram through, or here it's like it could buy you 2 turns if you take the right payoff, you know?
Exactly. Obviously, we can't control the top of the decks, but we take what we can and do with what we can with the knowledge we have.
This is the opposite of how the the deck worked.
He
the feature
brought
match
in
with
the
Michael earlier.
He brought in the other Mass Vandal. Those do get rid of the Utopia Sprawl.
Mass
so
Vandal's good.
It does bring it. So it does like stop
It hits the
the
relic.
huge mana,
Yeah.
or also stops the huge mana production of the Utopia Sprawls.
Right.
Too.
Yes.
So if you nuke them on
Yep.
their mana, that works out.
I will agree. I should have brought Mandolin. We are gonna have a winners interview setting up for now. Our friend Jonathan.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the opposite of the future match you saw Michael earlier, where Michael was that role of like, oh, he needs to be stopped and this, or kill fast. And I think he took a different approach than expecting for that.
I would agree. Yep. Looks like Thomas is just about ready for us to go over and get that winners interview.
Yeah, congrats to Jonathan on the Gruel Monsters. Tight play, quick set.
Yeah, that was pretty. It was pretty good.
All right,
let's send it over to them.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. My name is Thomas Gunn. Once again, I am in the winners interview booth here with Jonathan Turner, our winner from round 5. How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing really good, better than I deserve. I'm really excited to be 5-0 in the CGC again. First, not my first time, but
oh, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a really good day, and my deck's working, and my opponents aren't, sacking me super hard, and so I just all I can be is thankful.
That's right. That's right. So you're playing Gruel Ramp, and a little peek behind the curtains when we had originally hoped to get you and your opponent from last round on. We also know your opponent from last round really well. It seemed like a good matchup for the stream, but your opponent declined, and so we pulled a different match over. And so when we were talking, and then you were like, "Oh, hey, I won. I'm 4-0." I'm like, "All right, great. Let's get you on camera for round 5." And you were like, "Anything but Spy."
Yeah,
anything but Spy. And then it turns out you get paired against Michael, who had won again and was on coverage earlier, and is continuing to crush with Spy.
Yeah. Really.
Tell us why you were dreading that matchup. I imagine it's because you're mostly just playing dudes as you're the Gruel Monsters deck. You're playing dudes, and they have it's a combo deck. You have light interaction.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that was that you were not excited about to go up against Spy?
It is just the speed. The big diff is that he was on 5-land Spy and not 4-land Spy. I think 4-land Spy, I lose that game 1 really fast. I was pretty, just thankful they had him all to 5. Couldn't get his last land out, and he even had, they saw he played a Spy just for value, just to see what was in the graveyard, and he made it 6 cards deep, maybe a little bit more than that, but yeah. And I got lucky there, and I dodged a bullet. And then I just earlier that game, I made the correct decision of I got to kill this guy. I have no other options. I'm not taking a Chrysalis, the most broken card in Pauper. Instead, I'm taking the Nyxborn Hydra. I'm putting it on the guy, making him a 7/7, and getting to the face.
Yeah.
There was a chance that guy doesn't have Vigilance. Shout out Jewel Thief, by the way. Love that card. If that guy doesn't have Vigilance, I could die on Crackback a couple times that game, especially once he But anyways, I was just really lucky and happy to do it, and then I did it again in the second game.
Yeah. No, the treasure up the Jewel Thief, very, very relevant to continue ramping, to continue to fuel things like the Chrysalis and the Nyxborn Hydra. Nyxborn Hydra especially, I love this card. This card is insane. The Elves deck has been all about it for a while now, and that's part of what has allowed that deck to pop off very recently. And this deck making a lot of mana very quickly with the combination of Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl, and that sort of interaction. Definitely helps you get a ton of mana out for Nyxborn Hydra. They're super, super great. And you kind of got to flip the script, because when we saw Michael earlier against White Weenie, the White Weenie deck had 3-bin charms and prismatic strands, but you were able to. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. They had holding up the interaction, so the Spy deck was able to just be well, then I'm just going to play a bunch of big dudes in play, and here we go, and then just beat face. You kind of got to get the one up on that, where even Avenging Hunters and the Spinewoods Paladin we saw in game 2, which was neat. That's the first time I've seen it plotted, actually. Fun fact, that's the first time I've seen that thing plotted.
Me too.
But these big beaters, and your dudes were just bigger.
Yeah.
It's so much mana. Has that been the case for you so far today, of just big dudes beating face?
Oh yeah, big dudes, big burly muscle dudes, and I'm just letting their embrace wash over me as I sit in their comforting embrace. Truly has just been I played against 2 blue-black terror decks, and I tell people, I don't care about a 5/5. I side out my removal. I put in some dopey relics. I don't even care to see them. And then the real like dodge this tournament has been people siding in Hydroblast against me. The card doesn't do anything. The card does nothing. Stark nothing. Yeah. Like it doesn't hit Chrysalis, and they have to counter the 6/3 with their 1 Hydroblast. So they're bringing in 4 cards for single 4 cards in my deck. I'm not playing Pyroblast. I don't care about terrors.
I was going to ask that. We have your list here. You don't have any red blasts in the board. I mean, you have some breath weapons, but like Terra doesn't care about breath weapons. But it's funny because the 1 red spell being the boarding party, and you got 3 copies here today. It's got Cascade, so it's already a bad exchange for a counterspell anyway. So yeah, that's good deck building, I suppose.
I try, but you know, any sort of comment on my skill has been overstated with this deck. Truly, I got a big old glob of drool falling from my chin, and I'm playing the best I can with the cards that are being dealt. Like you saw last game, I played Malevolent Rumble like 2 times and didn't see a single sideboard card. I was really hoping to hit relics off that. Instead, I just hit more mana and killed them.
Yep. No, it was all right. You were just setting up that. I saw you set up the Chrysalis into the Hydra, and then you hit that second Hydra, and I was like, okay, you're just hitting up for a big smack. Like that last turn, in my mind, as I was watching next to the table, I'm like, this is really Michael's chance to really do the thing this turn. Otherwise, I think you're gonna smash, and you did. So you're 5-0.
Yes.
5-0 in an excellent position. It's very likely, depending on how your pairings go for these last couple of rounds, that you can just draw the next 2 rounds and be into top 8. Is that something? Would that be your preferred route, or would you like to play it out? Will it depend on what you think the matchup is? What are you thinking?
I'm really worried about drawing in right now. 15 points. I mean, like 17 points. Like might not do it. I'm scared that if like everyone else decides to play their games out, and we have an undefeated, and we have 2 6-1s, and then I think 17 gets it. I haven't done the math, so I was expecting to have to play at least 1 more game. But if I'm told otherwise by my opponent, we can share the math, and then I'd be happy to draw into top 8. I mean, I'm just so ecstatic to do what I'm doing, especially with what I came with, and why I came with it was like I was gonna play Jund. I was 0 Jund in the room, by the way.
Yeah, 0 Jund Wildfires. I don't know. We've talked about this a ton already today. No Jund Wildfires in the room. It's crazy.
So that's bananas. I was gonna be the 1 Jund guy, but I just could not get to sleep last night, and in like a manic episode, I just threw together green red monsters and just like found my pieces and was just like I gotta save my brain energy this day because I don't have a ton left.
All right. Well, I hope that it continues well for you, whether you end up drawing or you do end up playing. Best of luck to you. We hope to see you do well the rest of the way. Of course, Jonathan famously got 2nd place in our very first cup, so it'd be cool if he could come on back and take the trophy this time. That would be pretty sick. Any shout outs? Anyone you want to shout out before you head on back?
Absolutely. First shout out, my opponent that didn't want to be on camera. He's actually from the same hometown as me, Hueytown, Alabama. Very small town. Nobody knows about it. So shout out John. Yeah, it's totally fine that I didn't get on camera earlier. I'm happy to be here now. Shout out to Ash. Love you, Ash. And then yeah, shout out Winged Karibo. My good luck charm for the day.
The treasure token of choice, the Winged Karibo.
It is my treasure, but not more than Ash. Ash number 1. Number 2 is Winged Karibo.
There you go. Gotta love the shout out to the partners. All right, Jonathan, congratulations again, and we'll hopefully see you again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome. Back to the booth.
Fantastic interview.
Beautiful.
Love
it.
A lot of fun. I love hearing stuff like, as soon as I realized there were 4 land or 5 land spy instead of 4 land spy, and like understanding where that puts you and where the differences are, and then also understanding sometimes you just got to swing your big guys, you know?
Yeah, I do love that he went from being the 1 Jund player that would have happened today to there being just absolutely none. That is hilarious to me. Yeah. Again, that's kind of mind-boggling.
Is he the only monsters player as well?
No, there are 3 monsters players, I believe.
Understanding sometimes you gotta have your big juicy guys just do what they do. You know, it's really good. Understanding your roles is really important in Pauper, especially Magic in general, but Pauper especially. And just awesome to see. Really in tune with where his deck is and where it needs to be, and like just I really love seeing that. So hope we get him back on the mic for another winners match. Hoping coming up.
That'd be sweet. I do also want to take a minute to shout out our game store that is hosting our event today. Game night out in Columbia, Tennessee. The People's LGS. You have something you want to happen? Steven will make it happen for you.
It's the best. This is a little bit of a drive for most of us in actual main Nashville, it's still just worth it.
It's
it
great.
just blows everything else out of the water. They're always fun events, community focused, always a great vibe here through ownership, through the staff, through find folks like the Common Ground Pauper podcast.
Yep, that's my podcast that I do with Cameron and Thomas, you just saw doing the winners interview. We have an episode come out every single Thursday. We go from anything to deck topic ideas to questions that are submitted by our listeners, and we talk a lot about every way to play Pauper, from the competitive side to even the more casual side.
Yeah, the last episode was the best one yet. I'm hearing from everyone.
I
heard it from many people at the
many are saying
the Ice Storm podcast where everyone was remote and the audio's a little funky was the best anyway. So it's just been really great here. I love you guys. I think it's fun. You guys are fun events. Glad to be a part of it and excited to keep talking about more Pauper. We have 1, 2, 5 more rounds still.
We have 2 more rounds in the Swiss, and then our cuts topic.
Another 3, yeah. So we're gonna get through it all, but
we still got a ways to go.
Glad to be here. Yeah, we're halfway more point basically here.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Well, I think that we're going to take a break, and before we come back for round number 6, so stay tuned, and we'll see you then.